a senior 5'8" guard, number 5, Kenny Demuth. For Winslow, a sophomore 6'2" guard, number 25, Eric Lopez. For Erskine Academy, a sophomore 6'4" forward, number 23, Josh Jones. For the Black Raiders, a senior 6'tall forward, number 32, Micah Grant. For the Eagles, a senior 6'tall forward, number 24, Charlie Janowski. For Winslow High School, a senior 6'5" forward, number 34, Nate Booten. For the Eagles, a junior 6'2" center, number 33, Kevin Haskell. For the Black Raiders, a junior 6'4" center, number 50, Adam Haskell. For the Eagles, a junior 6'tall guard, number 42, Matt Donar. Officials for this afternoon's game are Mr. Cody, Mr. Morang, and Mr. Halliday. Are you sure that's not Bulky? That official over there? That's not Bulky.
As we get ready now to the start of this ball game, you saw the two huddles by both sides. And you can see Mr. Donar right now with the brace on the right knee.
Defensive key here. Look at the earlier tournament games so far and 2 tournament victories. Erskine Academy allowing just 41 points a game, and the Winslow Black Raiders allowing just 46.5 points per game.
The afternoon session almost concluded, and this evening we'll be back with the Class C championship games. Then a little time off. We'll come right back Thursday night, next Thursday, with the Class D state title. And then Friday, we work on the C title. And the A stats the following day, and also stats next Friday. And we'll have the finals in A as well, and the state final and the final at Eastern Maine. So Jones gets ready to jump against Booten. And Booten from this Winslow team. This should be a classic. Both sides are up and cheering already, and there's the tip. It goes to Connor Janowski of Erskine, picks it up. Haskell, Demuth with the ball outside. Now to Janowski. The ball stripped away. Lopez. Oh, nice play. Les LaPointe puts it up and in.
Quick hands by Lopez immediately out of the Winslow half-court man-to-man, results in a turnover and a basket for LaPointe.
Demuth with the ball now. He's number 5. He's their ball handler. He's with LaPointe. Janowski with it. Now goes to Donar in the foul line. Donar to Haskell. Haskell looks. Man-to-man defense. Donar with Grant on him. That's the matchup there. Now it goes left side, Janowski. Janowski looking and skips across to Donar. Donar is a fake. He's going to go. Nice pass inside. Haskell puts it up and in, and we are tied at 2. Lopez with Booten. We got another tall guard, and Booten, whoa, right at us.
Erskine Academy scores and immediately comes out in a 2-2-1 full court press. That's something they've been known for throughout the season, and creating some early havoc.
LaPointe with the ball off to Lopez. Now it goes to Grant. Grant on the left side, double team, now goes in the middle. And a shot put up around and no good by Adam Haskell. And in the ensuing action, there goes Jones again down the floor. He played most of the game on the floor in his semifinal game.
He played some of it up in the air, though, however.
Oh, when he gets up, he gets up. Now it comes to Grant. Grant's going to turn. Now it goes off to Lopez. Lopez is going to travel. 2-2 the score, 6:41. As Donar will inbounds the ball to Demuth as he starts down with it. He sets the plays up. Janowski, he's got it by Lopez. Now it goes in the middle to Jones. Back to Demuth. Demuth fires off the front of the lid. No good. Grant comes off with it. Grant brings down. This is a cool-hitted young man. Plays very, very well. Lopez with Janowski on him. Now Jones picks him up, goes to the left side of LaPointe. Now to Grant. Grant's got the outside shot. It's no good. Follows his shot, loses, picks up, comes outside to LaPointe. Now to Booton of the Winslow Black Raiders. Now it finally goes out to Lopez. Lopez is way outside. Starts to move toward the middle, goes to Haskell. Back to Lopez. Lopez to Booton. Booton's going to move. Nice move this time. A little bit too hard off the glass. Janowski of Erskine Academy comes off the rebound. Demuth with it now to the left, Janowski. Now he skips a pass over to Demuth. He takes the baseline, comes back outside to Donar. Donar's three is up. It's good. Whoa.
That would be described as a shooter's roll there for Matt Donar.
Looked like it was too long at first. Nice strip by Donar on Grant, and he puts it up at 7-2 in favor of Erskine Academy. Now Booton in the backcourt. Hooks a pass over to LaPointe. A lot of pressure now. Goes to Grant. Grant's going to turn on Haskell now. He stops, goes in the corner to Haskell. There's going to be a shot taken up, and it's no good. Rebound action taken off in there by the Erskine Academy team. Haskell, two Haskells. Demuth with it. Now Haskell. Now goes to Demuth. Nice pass inside of Janowski, but he's immediately fouled by Lopez.
Yeah, Janowski had great position under the block, basically a layup waiting to happen. Instead, Lopez commits the foul, and Erskine will inbounds underneath. Pretty good foul there by Lopez, his first.
Kevin Haskell is for Erskine Academy, and Adam Haskell is for the Winslow Black Raiders. A strip, but Janowski gets it back. He starts to drive, comes back to Donar. Donar right side to Demith. Demith's going to take one at the foul line. It's no good. Rebound comes off the left, picked up by Haskell. This is Adam Haskell. Now we go all the way down, and stripped is Lopez, and they'll retain the ball under their own basket.
Yeah, nice play by Demuth to get back, first of all, and then be able to knock the ball out of bounds to prevent the layup by Lopez.
Booton will put the ball in play under his own basket, loops it into Grant. Grant in the traffic tries to put it up left-handed and draws a foul.
We saw Grant shoot a three-pointer earlier, but he'll get a lot of his work done right inside the paint where he is pretty adept with either the left hand or the right hand. There he was going up with the shot left-handed and picked up the foul on number 24 of Winslow.
Foul shot is up and good.
Number 24 of Erskine Academy, Charlie Janowski.
Janowski's first. There's only one team foul on each side. So at the 7th, we'll be in 1-1. At the 10th, we'll be in 2. Grant shot is up and good. So it's 7-4. Demuth brings it down for Erskine Academy. He's way on the right at the top to Janowski. Janowski to Haskell. Haskell got it by Haskell. Now Donar with an outside shot. It's no good. Rebound comes in the middle. Picked off in the air by Adam Haskell. Off to Booton. Booton loops a pass to Adam Haskell. Now to Lopez. Lopez in the middle of Booton. Booton's going to wheel and deal on Haskell. Can't get the shot off. Lopez is going to take a three. Yes. Nice shot by Lopez. We're locked at 7.
Booton couldn't find his shot down low. Kicked it back out. The defense had gone to Booton. That left Lopez wide open.
3:52 remains here in first quarter action. Donar goes down now to Haskell. Haskell on the dribble. Demuth. Demuth, nice pass to Donar, puts it up and in. Nice give and go.
Yeah, Donar only had 1 point in the first 3 quarters of the semifinal. He's got 7 here already this afternoon.
The point now to Booton in the backcourt to Haskell. Stolen by Jones. Jones going to go right to the glass, and he puts it in.
Yeah, sloppy pass by Haskell there, and Jones on top of the 1-2-2 half-court zone was right there for the steal and the layup.
And it was tied at 7, and now it's at 2 quick baskets. It's 11-7. Booton with it, and they're going to call him for carrying. Seen that more in the last 2 games than I have seen it ever.
It's a result of the zone, the pressure in this case, though, because it just got Winslow sped up so that where they're doing things at a pace they don't want to be doing it at.
Jones is on the left side as Demith brings the ball up. It goes to Janowski. Janowski now to Donar. Donar fakes the shot. Has a screen by Haskell. Goes to Demith in the corner. Demith starts to turn. Going to go to the foul line. Now goes in the corner to Haskell. Haskell's shot is no good. Rebound by Lopez of Winslow. He comes off to Booton. Booton starts down with it. Now to Lopez. He'll go to LaPointe. LaPointe back to Lopez. Lopez with another 3. In and out. Janowski comes off for Erskine Academy with the rebound. And we have 11-7 game with 2:33 left in first quarter. Jones with it. Jones cross court it now to Haskell. Kevin Haskell, and now Donar. Now goes Janowski. Janowski fakes. Now Demuth. Now Jones. Jones is way outside. Loops a pass to Donar across. They start to work. Haskell picks up Donar. Now Demuth with it. Now it goes in the middle of Donar. Donar behind the glass, no good. Rebound by Haskell. And we'll go the other way. LaPointe with the ball now. Stats down the left side. Nice bounce. Goes to the corner. There's Lopez outside three. It's no good. Rebound by Demuth as he stats up with it. On the gallop. He leaves off to Haskell. Haskell turns to Janowski. Janowski with the jumper. Bang. Good ball movement that time.
Yeah, and really Janowski's first open look, and he knocks it down.
Up by 6. Long pass now goes to Grant. Grant's going to stop, take the pop. It's good. It's a roll. 13-9 the score. As Demuth will bring it up. This is Kenny. Off to Janowski. Right side goes to Haskell. In the middle goes to Jones. Jones turns and he got fouled. He went down hard.
A good flash to the middle of the lane by the sophomore. Haskell fetting the ball nicely, and the foul is called on Winslow's number 5, Josh LaPointe. There you see it.
13-9 the score. As Josh Jones takes his foul shot. It's up and no good. In and out. One of the super subs was Winslow team coming in the game now, number 12, Taylor Hellberg. And also John Glidden comes in, and Steve Childs for Erskine Academy. Jones ready for his second shot. It's no good. Misses a pair, and in the rebound action, now they're going to call a timeout. Timeout, 30 seconds for Winslow.
Winslow takes a 30-second timeout.
Not much to choose so far here between these two teams. No surprise there. Tim Bonset, the Erskine coach, predicted a 2 3-point game in advance, and so far, little to choose. Erskine's pressure kind of speeding up the game a little bit on Winslow. Winslow's handled it sporadically. They've had some possessions where they've been able to take advantage and get some 2-on-1 type breaks after beating the press, and they've also coughed it up a couple of times, and Winslow's been able to capitalize.
Also coming in for Erskine Academy is Brandon Dow, number 10. So 3 subs come in for the Erskine Academy team, and 1 checks in Hellberg for the Winslow team, and Winslow's possession. Booten in the backcourt. Now goes in the middle to Grant. Back to Booten. Hoops a pass to Haskell. He leads him down with a pass to Booten. Goes the baseline. He's going to turn in a big crowd. The ball's knocked out, but Haskell retrieves it. Now the point. Now Grant. Grant starts part way out. We're on the bounce pass. And the coach is trying to get him to stop and move the ball toward the basket. This is Hellberg. Hellberg with it to LaPointe. LaPointe now goes to Hellberg. Hellberg's going to take a 3. Yes. They get it open on that left wing, and he pokes it through. 13-12 the score. Kenny Demuth with it. It goes to Jones. Back to Demuth. This will be Brandon Dow. Got it by Hellberg. Now Demuth. Demuth stats Pat Wayne and comes back out with it. Going to the left on the dribble, now in the middle. Nice pass goes inside, and a shot being put up and missed by Brandon Dow, but he draws the foul.
Couldn't finish the play, but nice penetration into the lane by Demuth, and the quick pass to Dow. Dow one step, goes up strong, draws the contact from behind by Haskell, and goes to the line for 2.
Haskell's first. It's Winslow's third team. And coming back in is for the Winslow, coming in for the first time for the Winslow team is Adam Blodgett. Adam goes at 6'7" according to the roster program here. And Haskell checks back in. Kevin Haskell for Erskine. Foul shot is up and good by Dow. Now the pressure. Grant with the ball. Grant up with it on the dribble. Splits now at the foul line. Jumper bang. Good shot. 14-14. At the end of one. We'll be back right after this. Choose between the two teams, 14-14 in the one.
No, and good balance offensively by both teams. 5 players scoring in the first quarter for Erskine Academy and 4 different players breaking through for Winslow.
As we get ready to start the second quarter, Donar comes in and Glidden checks in. He stays in. So just one, Haskell's the only player that's out for Erskine Academy. Hellberg with it. Hellberg has the ball ripped away by Jones. They're going to call a jump ball. It'll be Erskine's ball.
Yeah, Erskine playing a 1-3-1 zone, and they've got their tallest player in the 6'4" Josh Jones up on the top, and that has created some problems here early in the game for Winslow.
Demuth brings the ball down for the Erskine Academy team. The right side goes to Glidden. Glidden holds over his head to Janowski. He's way out deep. Got it by Grant. Jones got it by Booton. Now it goes to Donar. Got it by Hellberg. Now Demuth. Out to Janowski with a shot. Bang. Nice outside three. 17-14 the score. 7:21 left here in first half of action. Booton. Booton's going to loop one over to Grant. Grant behind the back stops. Tries to penetrate and draws a foul. Once he gets inside, he's got that option either to get fouled or shoot the shot.
And it's not a question of speeding past anybody either. It's just wily, crafty play. There he is, a little hesitation dribble, gets inside, good drop step there. Foul on the wrist by Demuth, his first.
Demuth's first and the team's second. As Micah goes to the foul line, up and it's no good. He's the most surprised person in the auditorium right now.
How did I miss that?
I know. He gets ready for his second. It goes up and in. And it's 17-15 the score. 2-point difference. As Kenny Demuth comes down with it. The right side to Glidden. Back to Demuth, stole by Grant. Grant's going to have an easy one. Puts it up and in. Good steal, good anticipation.
Exactly. The anticipation set that one up.
Tied at 17. And I think this is what this game is going to be all about right to the fourth period. Goes to Glidden. Glidden in the middle. Goes to Jones. Nice spin by Jones. Puts it up and gets the roll. 19-17 as Erskine takes the lead. Booton in the backcourt. Booton starts to move. Still on the dribble. And they're going to call a travel violation. So he's had a couple of those.
Good pressure there by Erskine as Booton heads toward a double team and commits a turnover looking for help.
Jones will get the ball in play. Goes to Donar. Donar's right in the lane. He's going to put up off the glass and in. Good move that time by Donar. 21-17. They get a 4-point lead. Seems like every time that Winslow comes back, nice pass from Booton to Lopez, and Lopez scores. Seems like that they did a quick 2 on him, but now they've cut it back to 2. It's 21-19. Janowski with it now at the top goes to Glidden. Glidden holds a nice pass, goes to Jones underneath. Booton there with him. Back to Glidden. Glidden's shot is all glass, picked off in there by Hellberg. Now it goes off to Booton. Nate with it to the right side, goes to Hellberg inside to Haskell. Haskell's going to fake, he's going to turn, loses the ball, picks it up, turns again, puts it up and in. Good battle that time.
Yeah, great perseverance. Started to lose the ball, got control again, went up strong for the layup.
Adam Haskell scores, and we're back at 21. Not back, but you know, we're tied at 21. Jones goes out to Glidden. Demuth with it. Pass to Donar. Donar's going to take a 3. It's no good. Rebound action, Haskell. Haskell picks it off. Now to Lopez. Lopez to Grant. Grant's going to take a shot pop. It's up. It's good. Did you see the net? Yep, we said the net, so it's going to count anyway.
These rims are awful soft here this afternoon as the bounces are going high in the air, but they're coming back down through, and fortunate bounce there for Micah Grant.
Micah Grant makes it 23-21. 5:09 left. Demuth with it, goes to Janowski. Janowski at the top to Haskell. Haskell looks inside, now goes to Donar, and Donar's being fouled by Hellberg. And it will not be a shooting foul. 5 minutes remains here in first half action. As Janowski will put the ball in play under his own basket. Goes the middle, nice pass to Demuth. Demuth plays big man underneath, and he puts it up and in, and we're tied at 23.
Demuth had set up Janowski for 2 hoops, a little payback there.
Janowski steals the ball. He tries to go in the middle. He stops. Now to Demuth. Demuth at the baseline with a jumper. It's no good. Rebound is tipped by Donar. Comes back to Demuth. Demuth goes right side to Haskell, and Haskell's trapped. They don't put the ball down first. They take that step first, and that's what happened. Micah Grant coming back, and Hellberg goes out.
You see that wide open lane, and it looks like the biggest tunnel in the world. You're in such a hurry to get there, and sometimes too much of a hurry.
The point with it. Now to Grant. Grant's outside three is no good. Rebound action, Janowski. Demuth starts now with it on the dribble for this Eagle team. Donar to Demuth. Demuth will go to the top. He's going to go right to the hole, puts it up and misses the shot. Nice move though. The point comes back to Haskell. Now to Booten. Now to Lopez. Back to Booten, but it's off the foot of Demuth. So Booten hasn't scored as yet, has he?
I don't believe so.
I don't think he's shot even.
No.
He whips a pass. Janowski almost steals, goes back to Lopez. Lopez goes in the corner to Haskell. Nice wheel and deal. He puts it up and in.
Yeah, nice solid move there by Haskell. He was shut out in the quarterfinal, but he's one of the leading scorers for Winslow. So what we're seeing here today, not really a surprise over the long run of the season.
Adam Haskell makes the score 25-23. This is Kevin Haskell, guarded by Haskell. It's the Haskell boys. Now it goes to Jones. Jones with Booten on him. Now it goes to Demuth. Demuth down the middle, scoops it back outside to Donar. Donar go right side, goes to Haskell. Now it goes to Janowski. Janowski back outside to Haskell, who goes out deep. Kevin gives the ball off to Charlie Janowski. Demuth. 3:21 left. 25-23 to score. Now Donar with it. To Janowski, man-to-man by Winslow. Now it goes off to Haskell. Haskell back to Janowski in the middle. He's going to fake, put one up, and doesn't get the roll, but he does get the foul.
Great patience there by Erskine Academy. Looked a little discombobulated just for a second. Regrouped out near the mid-court line and set up. Nice pass to Janowski, who posted up, goes up strong, and draws the foul on Booten.
So that's only Booten's first. It's the 5th team foul, though, with 3:07. So they still may not get on the line for one-on-one, but this is a 2-shot foul. Janowski's got that ball fake and uses it quite well. Gets people in the air, and he can do some things. Never leave your feet on defense. Foul shot is up and no good. So Childs checks in, Hellberg checks in, and the point will go out. And also Donar. So Charlie Janowski will get ready for his next shot. The foul shot is up and good. 24-25 as Winslow leads by 1. And the winner of this game will be playing Mountain Valley next Saturday at the Augusta Civic Center. Ooh, nice rejection from Haskell to Haskell. And there you go. Lenny Demuth saw a slight hole, and he went, we saw it at the other angle, we might see something different, but he draws the foul off Lopez. And Micah Grant is going to plead his case.
Here's the replay here. There's Lopez sliding to his left, and there comes Demuth. And the collision results in a blocking foul against Lopez, his second.
Demuth saw a slight hole, and he took it. And he has the ball right now. Kenny Demuth with the ball, the fine guard of this Erskine Academy Eagle team. Charlie Janowski, now it goes to Haskell. Now Demuth on the left side. The shot is no good. Rebound off by Haskell. Stripped in there by Janowski, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Winslow's ball.
Seeing both teams struggle for offense a little bit right now, and Demuth shooting the ball quite a bit, trying to help the Erskine attack out.
Grant with it. Grant turns, bounces it back, goes in the corner now to LaPointe. LaPointe's got a good three, and he puts it up. No good. There's Booton for his first basket. Nice rebound. He puts it up and in. 27-24. 2:21 left here in the first half of action. And they're trying to put the defense up now as the coach. Whoop. You think Scott Wood is fired up, the coach of Winslow?
A little tough defense there by his team and by the coach. Forcing the turnover right in front of the first-year Winslow coach.
Boy, I tell you, he's got quite a team. He's done a great job with this team. LaPointe with the ball. LaPointe goes left to Grant. Grant loops it out to the right side with 2 minutes left. Goes to Grant again. Grant starts to move. Grant's going to take a shot back. He gets it. Boy, he's almost like sonar. He knows where to go and when to go. 29-24, a 5-point lead by this Winslow Black Raider team. Kevin Haskell with it. Now it goes outside to Demuth. Back to Haskell. Haskell looks outside to Demuth to Janowski. Got it by Hellberg. As they move the ball around the perimeter. Demuth spin dribbles on the baseline. Now right in the middle, but they're going to call a foul. Is it a foul? Or,
yeah, it's going to be a foul, a charging foul on Demuth. Basically a player control foul, except he had released the ball already on the pass before he committed the foul underneath. So goes as a foul on Demuth. There you see it as he goes into Hellberg after he released the pass. It's not a player control foul because the ball is gone and it's a pass, not a shot. And so, but it essentially results in the same thing with the turnover. Today's great tournament action on Maine PBS is made possible thanks to support from viewers like you. You can support Maine PBS right now at mainepbs.org. And for all the latest pairings and scores from Eastern and Western Maine, log on to our website at mainepbs.org. That's mainepbs.org.
The Black Raiders. There is Micah Grant.
One thing we should mention, too, we talked about Booton being quiet offensively, but he's doing a job defensively on Josh Jones of Erskine Academy. Jones with 22 points in the semifinals, just 4 here so far today.
Hellberg outside, got it by Jones. Now comes in the middle to Grant. Grant's going to turn and put up a shot. Good. Oh, in, out. Boy, that went down and just popped out. 29-24 the score. Ball is taken by Jones. Now he goes the top to Haskell. Daryl Haskell is in the game as well. Janowski has the ball and the fake, goes to the foul line, puts up a jump shot. It's no good. Rebound action, and in the action they're going to call a foul underneath. Boy, a lot of battling going on right now.
And that's going to go against Hellberg of Winslow, and that's going to send Erskine Academy to the free throw line in the person of Charlie Janowski for 1-1.
Foul shot is up and good. And that makes it 29-25 with 47 seconds left. We were tied at 14 at the end of one. Second shot is up, no good. Rebound by Haskell, strong. Now it's given off to LaPointe, now to Booton. Another versatile, tall individual, and they're going to call it travel on the point.
There's Erskine's pressure again, causing a turnover.
This floor seems like I've seen a lot of kids start to slide. Got to get that lady back here with a mop.
That's certainly different from most other floors they play on because it is in sections. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, or just how it's swept and cleaned and waxed, but you're right, you are seeing some sliding going on.
And these slidings are turning into travels. Haskell with it. Now it goes to Jones, got it by Booton. That was a key statement that you made, Booton on Jones, and that's been just about the key here in this first half. Childs with it, now to Donoff. Donar starts, he gives to Haskell. Haskell starts to move to the top, now to Jones. Jones up, they get cross course to Donar. Now to Haskell. Haskell with an outside three. It's no good. Rebound action goes to Jones. Jones is going to put it back up around. No good. Donar's there. He loses it. He picks it up. He's still in the bucket. He's tied up, and Booten rips it away from him. At the buzzer, a long throw. Almost picked one of our cameramen off. And at the end of one half of play, the Winslow Black Raiders lead over Erskine Academy Eagles 29-25.
Just tough, hard-nosed basketball. A lot of strong defense, few breaks for each team, but just, again, two teams that know so much about each other. There's not a lot of surprises that you can throw out there. And right now, just hard-nosed, physical, good basketball. I mean, we talk about it being hard-nosed and physical, yet when Janowski went to the free throw line there with just a few seconds left in the half, that was the first 1-and-1 for either team. So hard-nosed basketball, but very, very clean basketball as well. And a credit to both teams for being able to do that.
Two well-coached teams, a lot of action on the rebounds. Everybody be battling out there. Both teams want this bad. Lee and the Erskine cheerleaders are out on the floor right now. I guess another key, like you mentioned, was the Booten matchup with Jones. He held him to 4. Booten only has 2, but that was his job to try to hold Jones down.
Yeah, I mean, Jones used his quickness to great advantage in the semifinal victory over Foxcroft Academy. I think if you asked Erskine before the game, they would say that they thought they had a quickness advantage with Jones against Winslow on the inside, too. But so far, Booten playing real strong defense to try to limit Jones's attempts. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Back here at halftime at the Bangor Auditorium in the Eastern Maine B Championship. Winslow and Erskine Academy were tied at 14 at the end of one, and now Winslow has a 4-point lead, 29-25 at halftime, in a real fine basketball game. The winner of this game will travel to Augusta next Saturday to play Mountain Valley. And now let's go to Jim Baines.
All right, well, here I am within the confines of the Erskine Academy bleacher creatures. Part of what makes the atmosphere here at the Bangor Auditorium is, of course, the fan support. And actually, this is nothing unique for Erskine Academy. I'm just told that this kind of turnout and this kind of fan support for the students, this is why they call themselves the bleacher creatures. Their official spokespeople for today are senior Ricky Lobby and Sam Boyton, a freshman over here. Ricky, you have this kind of turnout for the students every game, you tell me?
Every home game usually, but sometimes we like to go to the away games. Like when they played Winslow, we all went up there and we supported them because it was a real good game. But usually for the games like up to Bangor and everything, we all do really good and we all show up to support our guys.
Now you took that game at Winslow too, didn't you?
Yeah, we took it in overtime by like 6, but Winslow beat us at home the first time by like 15, but the second game was real good.
All right. We have a freshman spokesman over here. He decided to take a giant leap. Sam, can you echo his thoughts? Can you say, is this usually the kind of crowd that you see? Are they this loud, this boisterous? What kind of noise do we make around here?
It's usually good, but we need some more people standing up because nobody's clapping. We usually have a lot of people clapping.
You're down 4 points, man. What do you want?
I want everyone to be up on their feet and stuff.
All right.
You know?
All right. Is that the usual case, Sam? Usually people are a lot louder than this, or what?
Usually we are. If everybody gets up and helps us out, we usually egg the team on a little bit and they help us out a lot. But, I mean, it's not too good right now. Usually the bleacher creatures are a little bit more boisterous than this.
All right. So what are you going to do about it?
We'll see if we get some chance going and help the team out a little bit.
Are you going to do something to these guys to make it happen?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on.
I'll start some stuff up.
All right. I hope we want to hear you down there. We're going to hear you loud and clear, all right?
Oh, you'll hear us.
How many bleacher creatures are there normally at Erskine Academy?
Usually we squeeze about 100 people into about one little section, but
that's about, yeah.
We do.
That's
We
about,
do.
I'm looking at this crowd as what is about 25, 50.
Not
Yeah,
everybody's here.
yeah, well, exactly. They're home watching you right now.
Yeah, they don't want to. There was supposed to be bad weather, so.
That's true.
But luckily, storm held off for a little while, and a lot of people showed up. So.
All right. Well, you're 4 points down right now. What's it going to take for your boys to get back into this?
They need to keep pressing and keep the heat on Winslow, and I think Winslow will break down by the halfway through the fourth quarter, and Erskine needs to make the foul shots. They're not doing that right now, but they will towards the end. All
right. You heard your leader. Are you Eagles fans ready to make some noise the rest of this game, or what? The verdict is in. Now, right now we're at Winslow 29, Erskine 25.
Maine Class B boys basketball semifinal with the Winslow Black Raiders leading Erskine Academy 29-25. Ernie Clark along with Joe Gould, and looking at the halftime statistics, not much to separate these teams in terms of field goals. Winslow 11 of 24, 45%. Erskine 10 of 25 for 40%. Free throws, Winslow 4 of 4 and Erskine 3 of 8. Turnovers, Winslow 7, Erskine 4. Individual scoring first for Winslow, Micah Grant, the leading scorer in the Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference during the regular season, leads all scorers here this afternoon with 13 points. Eric Lopez has 5, Adam Haskell 4, Taylor Hellberg 3, Nate Booten 2, and Josh Lapointe 2, for a total of 29 for the Erskine Academy Eagles. Matt Donor with 9 points to lead the way. Charlie Janoski with 7, 4 for Josh Jones, 2 apiece for Kenny Demuth and Kevin Haskell, and 1 point for Brandon Dow for their total of 25.
Both teams back out on the floor now, warming up and getting ready for the second half of basketball action. Really not too much to pick from both sides. They've substituted well. Everybody has played well, and here we are in a real good close game, which we like to see.
And you look at the halftime stats, those turnovers, Winslow committing more turnovers than Erskine, due in part to the pressure, full court pressure Erskine's putting on the Black Raiders, and then Erskine 3 of 8 from the line, not capitalizing as well as they could. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Both teams warming up, and the crowd still hanging on as we see the Erskine Academy team in their huddle now to try to talk things over.
Final from Western Maine Class D boys basketball. The Valley Cavaliers, again the champions, 59-53 over Elon. And that'll send Valley into a rematch next Thursday night right here at the Bangor Auditorium against Bangor Christian. Bangor Christian this morning winning the Eastern Maine Class D championship with a 61-49 victory over East Grand. And Joe, of course, last year, a classic between Valley and Bangor Christian. Valley persevering to win 67-66 to win its 5th straight state title. That ties Valley with Jonesport Beals for the most consecutive state titles. And right here next Thursday night on Maine PBS, Valley will be trying to establish Maine high school basketball history as they go for number 6 in a row.
And the possession arrow points to the left, and that would be Winslow's basket now for the second half. That's the basket at the entrance of the auditorium. And we've got a 29-25 score. Same 5 that started the game for Erskine Academy comes out, and the same 5 that started the game for Winslow is coming out as well.
Not too many adjustments expected here. As we said at the top of the show, basically these teams know each other so well, it's just a matter of execution.
So Booten will inbound the ball for this Winslow Black Raider team. Played very impressive here in the first half. Winslow with it. Lapointe at the top now, loops it past to Grant. Grant chases it down at the baseline now. He comes back out to Lapointe. Booten way out on the top. To Lapointe. And now to Booten as they play catch on the perimeter to Lopez. Now to Booten. They go corner now to Grant. Grant starts to move in. Now he's going to cut, slice. The ball's ripped away by Jones. Nice defensive play. Kenny Demuth with it, comes back. Well, their defense worked that time to get the ball back to see what they can do at this end. Janowski with it. Loops a pass over to Jones. Jones goes corner to Haskell. Haskell back out to Janowski with a 3. Yes. Boy, that was a burn 3.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke there. He really squares himself up well to the basket, Janowski does.
Booten in the backcourt, and Lapointe is being fouled by Janowski.
And good sportsmanship there as Janowski and Lapointe slap hands after the foul.
Charlie Janowski, that's his second, team's first of the second half.
So Janowski's second personal foul. That's the first team foul as we start the second half with 6:57 remaining. Lapointe double team in the backcourt. Now it goes to Grant. Now to Booten. Booten's going to move. Booten's going to work. He puts a shot up. It's way up in the air. And will be a foul on Lopez.
Yeah, Janowski and Donor both had control of that rebound, and Lopez over the top. Erskine that time played the 2-2-1 that they played throughout the first half in a full court setting. This time they did it in a half court setting, and that was that trap that you saw there just moments ago.
Demuth brings down for Erskine Academy to the right side, goes to Donar, intercepted by Grant, but re-stolen by Janowski. He comes right back with it. He's going to go to the glass, puts it up, and draws a foul. Boy, he's a workhorse.
He really is. Good work by Janowski there. Lost the ball momentarily, hustled back after it, and then just went on a hard drive to the basket. There's Lopez reaching in, no foul there, but the body by Nate Booten for foul number 2.
And he could tie the game and go ahead here. Ball shows up and no good. Hellberg comes in, Lopez leaves. Janowski gets ready for his second shot. And it's up and good. And we're tied at 29 here in third quarter action. Grant in the backcourt on the dribble. Turns, now goes to Booten. Booten's still in the backcourt. They're still in the backcourt. Hellberg, the ball's knocked down by Donar, and they're going to call 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
10-second violation, backcourt violation there. Good work on the press by Erskine Academy. They are forcing yet another turnover.
And Janowski will put in play. Comes off to Donar. Donar to Haskell. Haskell back to Janowski. He turns. He backs up. Pops good. Boy, he started. He brought him back.
He's got the first 6 points here of the second half, and Erskine's gone from 4 down at the break to up 2 at 31-29.
Booten will put the ball in play when he gets it. He has it now. Now goes to LaPointe. LaPointe turns back to Booten. Now in the middle of Haskell. Now Hellberg. Nice pass goes to Grant. Grant puts it up. It's no good. He gets it back. He turns. He spins. He puts it up left-handed. No, he doesn't get the roll. Rebound Jones. Grant right there almost steals the ball again. You can sense it. It looked like Donar got hit in the left eye. It appears to be all right. Demuth comes down with it. To the right side goes to Janowski. He's got the hot hand right now. Demuth goes to Jones. Jones corner goes to Haskell of East Erskine Academy. Now in the middle goes to Donar. Donar's going to turn and be fouled by Hellberg.
Yeah, Donar posting up. Tim Bonsan late in the regular season said Donar was his best post-up man. That was until Jones came out. There's a post-up about 10 feet away from the basket by Donar, and as he works his way around, the foul's called on Hellberg.
Janowski out to Haskell. Now back to Janowski. Janowski backs it up, goes way outside now to Demuth. Works the ball, goes inside, now back to Janowski. Janowski's going to fly, and he puts another one in. Boy, he has got the hot hand right now. When you're hot, you're hot, you're not, you're not. Almost steal by Jones. Hellberg off to Haskell. Haskell comes up with it. He's going to stop, and I don't know who got him, but on the top, that was a perfect block by Jones.
Foul's going to be called on Jones, however. Here comes Haskell, hard to the basket. Haskell looking for the block, and there's a lot of ball there by Josh Jones of Erskine Academy, but Haskell heads to the line.
29-33 the score. Haskell's foul shot is no good. Adam Haskell, a junior, 6'4". Second shot up and good. So it's 33-30 now. And Demuth will bring the ball down for this Erskine Academy Eagle team. To Janowski, got it by Hellberg. It's cross courts it to Jones. Jones corner goes to Haskell. Now to Janowski. Janowski's going to take the three. Bang! Boy, I tell you, he is on fire.
Feeling it. 11 points here in the first.
Timeout.
3:22 of the third quarter for Janowski, and Erskine Academy struggled a little bit offensively in the first half, but has identified a scorer here to start the third quarter. Janowski, 11 in the period, 18 for the game now. Suddenly, Janowski explodes. There he is, three-point land. Squared up well over Hellberg. Hellberg can't challenge too much because he's got 3 fouls, but you don't want to foul a three-point shooter anyway, so you're going to give him that shot once he gets the ball, and in this case, Winslow paid the price. 6-point lead by the Erskine Academy Eagles.
Boy, we've seen this in this tournament, the spurts by certain individuals.
That's really true. Seeing Travis Patterson of Dexter last night break open the Eastern Maine semifinal between Dexter and Penquist early in the third quarter, hitting 9 quick points. We're seeing much the same thing here this afternoon with Janowski right now.
So the Erskine Academy team is even wiser to get the ball to him, and that's just what they're doing. And Janowski, if it's a 3 or a 2, he's been burying the ball. So the Winslow Raiders will have the opportunity to get the ball down. They do. Hellberg turns. Now it goes to LaPointe. To Booten, back to LaPointe. They start to work the ball against the zone. Booten takes a shot and was partially, not partially blocked. It just had nothing to it. It was an air ball. And Demuth brings it back down for this Erskine Academy team. Right side, Donau. Skips a pass across to Jones. Hellberg is standing right there with him the best he can on Janowski. Haskell. Now Donau. Donau turns back to Demuth. Kenny starts to work. Now goes to Haskell. Back outside to Jones with 3:50 remaining. LaPointe right there with Demuth. Now Donau's outside 3 is no good. Rebound by Haskell. Off, the ball is knocked away by Jones, picked up by Haskell. Now it goes in the middle of Grant. Grant starts now with it. Now he turns, looking for some help, puts the ball down, is ripped away by Donau. It's going to be a jump ball, but it's going to be possession arrow going to Erskine Academy.
Yeah, you said it, Joe. Grant made the mistake of bringing the ball down where Demuth and Donau both were able to get their hands on it, forced a held ball, and the possession to Erskine Academy.
Steve Childs checks back in the game for this Erskine team. And Kenny Demuth with it now. Erskine Academy, Donau. Donau loops it all the way across, and there's the three-point shooter, and that's no good. Rebound, Booten, and collides, and they're going to call a foul on, is it Demuth?
Yeah, Demuth there. He and Booten both going after a loose ball, but Booten made it there first, was able to tip it away, and then Demuth late with the contact for his third foul.
36-30 the score with 3:13 remaining in third quarter. Anyone's game to this point. Comes the backcourt to Grant. Grant still in the dribble, looking down, looking down. Now it goes to LaPointe, to Haskell. Haskell is going to stop, look around for help. Outside it goes to Lopez. Now to Booten. Inside to Haskell. Haskell is going to turn, going to shot a man on him and draw the foul. So the minute they saw Childs pick up Haskell, they got the ball to him.
Yeah, the mismatch there, and Haskell took advantage. They brought Childs in because Jones is playing way up top offensively for Erskine, and Booten, who was guarding him, was staying right in the lane. So this way, with Childs a three-point shooter, that forces Booten to come out and guard him higher on the court.
Grant and Janowski. He's waving the ball back and forth, and Janowski just takes a volleyball shot and knocks it out of his hands.
Janowski says, if you're going to put it in my face, I'm going to do something about it.
Booten will put it in play at the baseline. Now it goes outside to LaPointe. Now it goes to Grant, got it by Janowski. He wants to wheel and deal, he does. Hemmed in, it goes back outside to Haskell. Adam gets rid of the ball, goes to Grant now. Grant's going to stop, he's going to take an outside 3. It's no good, he's knocked down. Booten comes off the rebound, he's going to put it up, stripped away from him. Underneath is Lopez, he puts it up, and how he ever get that one up, I'll never know.
A little creativity there by the sophomore.
36-32 the score, both teams really going at each other here. Demuth with the ball for Erskine Academy, starts to go down the middle. Now it goes to Haskell. Now it's going out to Childs, Donau. There's Janowski. Janowski's going to put it up off, no good. Tip up by Donau, no good. Rebound action still being fought. Comes outside to Demuth. To the right side, Janowski. Janowski starts to move. Now Demuth has the ball. As Erskine Academy trying to take advantage to get the basket here. They're leading by 36-32 score. Demuth with it. Now to Janowski, got it by Lopez. Inside to Donat, but Grant steals it. Picked up by Lopez. Off to Booten. Booten's coming down with it. Booten stops to the right side to Haskell. Haskell's going to loop it over to Lopez. Lopez starts to move. Now he goes cross court to LaPointe. LaPointe and Winslow in the middle. LaPointe puts one up. It's no good. Rebound action is Janowski. Boy, this is up and down. Good action here at the Bangor Auditorium.
We thought the first half was intense. It's gotten more so here in the third quarter.
Demuth with the ball. 36-32 to score with 1:10 remaining in this third quarter of action. Haskell now to Janowski. Janowski goes in the corner with Childs shots, no good. Rebound to Grant. Grant comes off with it. It's survival of the fittest right now. Grant comes down with it, turns into Booten. Booten with Haskell. He fakes. He's going to put one up. It's around, no good. Grant's there for the rebound. He puts it up and draws the foul.
Yeah, if that foul's on Demuth, that may be his fourth. I'm not sure who they're going to call it on, but it was a reach-in by Demuth. No, they're not going to call it on him. They're going to call it on number 24, Janowski, there with a foul. There's the offensive rebound by Grant. There's Demuth reaching in, but there's also Janowski reaching in as well, picking up his third foul. So Demuth and Janowski both with 3 for the Eagles.
Micah Grant's foul shot is good. Checking in is Hellberg. Jones comes back in. And for Erskine Academy, Darrell Haskell. And number 10 is Brandon Dow. So they substitute 3. And Grant will get ready for his second shot. Foul shot is up and doesn't get it this time. Donat comes off with it. Thought he had a foul there as he looked at the official, but the official said no. It goes to Jones. Now at the top goes to Childs. Childs, the bounce goes to Donat. Got it by Grant. Now it goes to Brandon Dow. Dow got it by Lopez. Now to Haskell. Got it by Booten. Now to Jones. Jones cross courts it to Darrell Haskell. To Childs, back to Darrell. Now it goes to Jones. Out the top is 9.5 seconds left. 7 seconds left. Donat is going to go right to the glass. Puts it up, tips it up, no good. Jones with the rebound, up and good at the buzzer. So at the end of 3 complete, it's Erskine Academy 38, Winslow 33. We'll be back with the final quarter right after this. There's a good attack on the basket there. Donat missed the shot, tipped it up. Jones got it, put it up before the buzzer, and there's a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Donor, not a lot of points in the third quarter. Matter of fact, didn't score in the period, but just a succession of hustle efforts there to keep the ball alive and to give the Eagles second chances to score.
So Booten will put in play here for the last 8 minutes of this basketball game. Grant with the ball. Now it goes to Hellberg of the Winslow Black Raiders. To the right side goes to Booten. Goes Connor to Lopez, back to Booten. They start to work around that zone. Hellberg now in the middle goes to Haskell. Haskell is going to take one dribble to win. He's going to put it up and in, and he gets the basket and gets the foul at the same time.
A little bit of a force there by Haskell. Really didn't have anything else to do with the ball but put it up, but got the shot off. There he is in the lane, surrounded by 3 Erskine players. Drop step underneath, goes over the top of Donar, gets the basket to drop, and picks up Donar's first foul.
So that's a 16 foul. Foul shot is up and good. It makes it 38-36 now. Pressure in the backcourt. Darrell Haskell. Haskell now loops it to Donat. Donat gets it all the way down to Dow. Dow goes, and Dow. Was it a defensive play? I guess it was.
It certainly was. They called the ball out of bounds, say no contact on that play. Erskine fans disagree. The Eagles to get the ball out of bounds.
That's one for the jury, I guess. Goes to Dow. Dow is on the left side, comes back outside to Haskell. Haskell will Booten on him. Still on the dribble. Goes to Donat, who's outside now. Grant goes to the steal, can't get it. Now to Childs of Erskine Academy. Now to Jones. Now goes to the top to Dow. the shot, all glass. Rebound coming right over this way, picked up by Donat. Donat now goes to the top to Dow, now to Haskell, now off to Jones. As Jones will start to work, he cross-courts it now to Haskell. Haskell is going to stop right in the lane. Nice move by Haskell. He puts it up and in.
Beautiful up and under. Erskine with 3 subs in the game, trying to buy a little time for Janoski and Demuth with 3 fouls apiece, but now they're back at the scorer's table, getting ready to come in.
40-36 to score. Booten with it. Back outside to Haskell. Haskell to the right side. This is going to go to Lopez. Now to Grant. Grant can wheel and deal. He starts to turn, goes back outside to Haskell. This is Adam Haskell. Now Hellberg to Grant. Grant down the middle. Hellberg's all alone for a 3. It's no good. Rebound is tipped and picked off by Haskell. He starts to go down. He's going to put up off the glass 2 straight baskets.
That's a big contribution there by Daryl Haskell off the Erskine bench. Gets the defensive rebound and scores his 2nd basket.
Then they strip the ball again, but Grant gets it back. Good play by Jones, but Grant did get it back. Now he's going to turn, gives to Lopez. Lopez is going to put one up. It's no good. Rebound by Jones. He comes off with it, and Donat kind of rips it away from Jones. 42-36, and a lot of action here at the Bangor Auditorium. Brandon Dow with it. Goes in the middle. Nice play by Dow to find Donar, and Donar scores.
Again, the Erskine bench coming up big. There's a strong pass from outside by Dow to Donar in the low block.
44-36 now, as they've exploded in the beginning of this 4th period. Grant with the ball. Grant starts down. Grant's going to take the pop, puts it in. And a timeout being asked for by Winslow, as Grant makes it 44-36, a 6-point lead. And now the heavies come back in for Erskine Academy.
Yeah, but if you're Tim Bonson, you can't be anything but happy with the efforts you got there, particularly off the bench from Daryl Haskell and Childs and Brandon Dow. They came in, made some positive contributions. You were able to buy a couple minutes of time for your point guard and Janoski, who had just had an explosive 3rd quarter, so that they wouldn't pick up their 4th foul here early in the 4th quarter. Now they come back with 3 fouls apiece. 5:12 left in the game, and they can pretty much play all out to the finish.
5 minutes, 12 seconds. You see that on your monitor, and it's 44-38 is the score. And Donau and Demuth back in the game now for the last 5 minutes of this contest. We'll see if they take some clock down. Now he goes to Donau, no clock, up, no good. Rebound strong by Jones. He loses it, ripped off by Lopez. They're going to call a foul on Janowski.
I believe so.
Janowski had the ball.
He had the ball, and it was taken away. I didn't see any foul there, to be perfectly honest with you. But here's the action here. The shot comes up. There's Jones, ball tipped away, and there's a scrum, and if anything, Lopez had Janowski's arm.
I think we got to get the two mixed up here.
But Lopez going to head to the line, as that is number 7 in terms of team fouls for Erskine Academy. Lopez to shoot 1 and 1.
So what's the deal on the towel, the blue towel?
I don't know, other than it's probably an Erskine color.
Make it up.
Once it starts working for you,
yeah,
you keep going with it.
They pass it off, and the player comes out. Lopez makes it 44-39, and you have to admire Coach Scott Wood. He's off. He's got his coat off. He'll be down to nothing next. The foul shot is good. He's been very intense on that sidelines to cheer on his Winslow team, and now they're down by 4. Anyone's ball game at this point. Brandon Dow comes back in the game. Janowski takes to the sidelines. Janowski with 4 personal fouls on him. Now Dow goes to Jones. Out the side to Demuth. Now to Jones. Holding over his head. Now to Brandon Dow. Now to Donau. Demuth. Demuth wants to turn. He starts to go in. Nice bounce in there to Dow. And the ball is being knocked out of bounds by Haskell.
Erskine fortunate there, because Dow really wasn't expecting that pass from Demuth, but the ball went out of bounds off Winslow, and Erskine will get it back.
And he'll put it in, Donau will put it in play for the Erskine Academy Eagles. Located in South China, right by the China Sea. Nice move as Haskell comes back in the game. Demuth with it, and they start the whole figure eight. Here's Darrell with another shot, no good. Rebound action, Brandon Dow is fouling.
Yeah, easy call there for Keith Morang as Brandon Dow goes over the back of, I believe, Eric Lopez, and Lopez will head back to the line. There's the outside shot, the three-point attempt by Darrell Haskell. That's going to bounce off to the weak side, and there you see Brandon Dow over the back of Lopez.
So Lopez gets ready now for the one-on-one. If he makes the first, he gets the bonus. He does. Boy, he's pretty slick on the line for a sophomore.
Well, and this could be big here, too, this foul situation. 8 fouls on Erskine Academy, just 3 on the Winslow Black Raiders, so they can go after it aggressively here for the next couple of moments.
All shot is up and good. 44-41, 3-point difference here with 4:02 remaining in this contest. And you can see Coach Wood really getting up and cheering his team on. Darrell Haskell with the Demuth. Now to Donar on the other side, of Jones, I should say. He goes to Dow. Dow starts to move, turns. That comes out to Darrell Haskell. Haskell's going to go around the middle. He's going to stop, fake the shot, look for help. Goes to Jones, now to Donar. Donar starts to work to the middle, now to Haskell. Haskell's going to turn. Haskell's going to take an outside three, no good. Rebound action, picked off by Jones, and there's going to be the foul underneath. Boy, I tell you, Jones has really come alive on that offensive board.
And Darrell Haskell not shy about putting up the shot here. Had a couple early on in the fourth quarter to get him going. But as you said, Joe, Josh Jones, a force right in that situation on the offensive boards.
As Charlie Janowski checks back in. Jones is going to turn, put up a half a hook, no good. Rebound by LaPointe. Off to Lopez. Go to Grant. Grant goes right to the hole, puts it up and in. And we're tied at 44.
Good pass by Lopez. Quick outlet, long outlet from Lopez to Grant.
3:08 remains in this contest. Janowski with the ball. A lot of time. As Winslow crowd comes alive behind us. Goes to Donar. Donar with the ball. Now to Demuth. Demuth going to spin. They're in the lane. Demuth's going to put it up. No good. Rebound action taken off by Haskell. Haskell still has it. Now in the middle of Grant. Grant goes to Lopez. Lopez with the basket, and he scores.
No, they're going to wave it off and call a travel on Lopez there as he had a little trouble gaining control of the basketball when he caught the pass, and Mike Cody with a travel call will send it the other way.
So Scott Wood is pleading his case.
He's saying that Lopez didn't have control of the ball, and you can't travel if you don't have control of the ball.
So instead of a Winslow lead, we're still tied at 44 with 2:40 remaining. Demuth now goes to Janowski. Janowski got it by Lopez. Janowski of East Erskine Academy. Now Demuth got it by LaPointe. Man to man. Now Jones got it by Haskell. Haskell comes right up. Adams right on him. Now it goes to Janowski. Janowski stops and goes over to Darrell Haskell. Haskell leads it off to Demuth. 2:14 left. Now it goes to Donar. Donar starts at home. The ball's ripped away by LaPointe. LaPointe's going to go up. Donar gets it back. He saves it, and they say he's on the line.
Good hustle
good
there.
Good play by Donar.
But a great play there by LaPointe to strip him of the ball and send it the other way to give Winslow another chance to gain the lead.
And a timeout, a full timeout, Scott Wood wants. He is exhausted.
He really is. You know something, though? How he coaches is reflected in his players. There's no question about that. He brings an intensity to the sidelines that the players match on the court. I want to let you know that today's great tournament action on Maine PBS is made possible thanks to support from viewers just like you. You can support Maine PBS right now at mainepbs.org. And for all of the latest pairings and scores from Eastern and Western Maine, log on to our website at mainepbs.org. That's mainepbs.org.
2:05 remains at a 44-44 game. And every little break counts, but Haskell checked back in for Erskine Academy. This will be Kevin Haskell. So a little more height in there. But the other Haskell, Adam, has had a couple strong rebounds right at the end here to help his team get the ball and get down. And Booten will put the ball in play. And this will be to the right of the basket at the entrance of the auditorium. Booten will put in play, looks for Grant. The ball is tipped away by Jones. Tried to loop it into Grant. Now it gets it to Haskell. To Booten, right through his fingers to Lopez. Lopez saves it, and it's off Donow. Great play that time by Lopez.
Yeah, he saved it. Just glanced off Donow. Donow says it didn't really touch him, but
it did.
It did.
Well, you have to be a Philadelphia attorney to figure this out. Booten now loops the pass, goes to LaPointe. 1:56 remains in this contest. Chance to go to the state title. Grant with it now. Grant's going to stop. Grant's going to pop. Yes! Has he got it or what? 46-44. As Demuth comes down with it. To Janowski. Janowski is going to loop a pass. It goes to Demuth. Demuth will point on him. Looks now is going to go to Haskell at the top. Janowski. Janowski starts to work toward the left. Now it goes to Haskell outside. Kevin works the ball to the right side to Demuth. Check that, Donow. Donow is going to stop. Donow is going to go up and misses the shot, but draws the foul.
Yeah, we're in money time now, and you see the team leaders coming to the forefront. First, Micah Grant sticking that 15-foot jumper from the left side with 1:46 left to give Winslow the lead, and now Matt Donow, the leading scorer throughout the season for Erskine Academy, forcing the issue in the lane, gets to the line for 2.
This one's up and good. Donow will get ready now for his second shot. He can tie the game here, and he does at 1:16 mark. And the pressure on in the backcourt. Booten trying to get the ball in. He gets it a bit from a point. Now it goes to Grant, almost knocked away, but Grant comes up with it. Grant to the right side at the top, through the legs. Now he turns, and he wants timeout. Good play by Grant that time.
Yeah, got double teamed, and one of the guys double teaming was a much taller Josh Jones. So timeout, and then we're in a situation now where every possession is vital, and so see what Scott Wood does in the way of setting up a play to give his team another crack at the lead here as we wind down toward the final minute.
46-46 to score. There's the spacious auditorium right there. A lot of games have been played here since its open inception in 1955, and you're here and you know it. You're right on the floor.
What a doubleheader here this afternoon, though. In the girls' game earlier, Mount Desert Island, heavy favorite, had all they could do to beat Maranacook 40-37 to three-peat as the Eastern Maine Class B girls champion. And now we're basically in a overtime situation now, tied up at 46 with a minute and 7 seconds left.
And Winslow will handle the ball. 1:07 left, 46-46 is the score. As Erskine Academy breaks out now to defend. Crowd screaming on both sides. I guess a little bit heavier behind us, right?
What? I couldn't hear you.
Booten with it. Now he loops it into Grant. Grant's going to start to go. Another shot off the glass, and he hits. Boy, he is super dynamite, I'll tell you.
It's crunch time. Micah Grant stepping forward for the Winslow Black Raiders.
Demuth with it, goes to Janowski. They trail by 2. Pass goes inside to Demuth, picked up by Grant in the corner. They say he is on the line.
In front of his foot, just touching the
millimeter.
line. Tracy Halliday right there to make the call.
Well, you know, it's probably a good play that he did pick it up, because I think if he hadn't, it would have been Erskine's ball anyway. He tried to. The long pass comes outside to Haskell. Haskell now gives to Demuth. 42 seconds left. Now it goes to Janowski. Janowski cross-courts it to Jones. Now corner goes to Haskell as time starts to tick down. Janowski, he's going to fake and go. Janowski puts it up. It's no good. Rebound action, Donow. And they may have got, it goes the other way.
Going to be a foul on Erskine Academy, I believe.
And listen on Donow.
I believe on Matt Donow there, creating space to grab that offensive rebound. And that's going to send Winslow back to the line for 1-1. Here's the play. The shot by Janowski's off. Grant's got great position, and there's a little push in the back by Donow to push Grant forward and create space for himself. Good call.
Yeah, tough guy to foul.
And Micah Grant who scored the last 4 Winslow points back at the line.
Grant's foul shot is up and good. Boy, I tell you, MVP, if they win.
Possibility. Winslow now 6 of 6 from the free throw line here in the 4th quarter.
He'll get ready now for his second shot. It's up, it's off, no good. 46-49, so a tray will tie it. We could have OT here as the clock quickly starts to tick down. Demuth with the ball, and the Erskine Academy is asking for a timeout.
Yeah, it's full timeout here as Tim Bonsant needs to set up a play for a 3-point goal. I mean, you do have the option, still 19 seconds left. If you can get something very, very quickly down low for 2, then you've got a chance to play the foul game and hope that Winslow misses. But possibility here too with 3-point shooters the likes of Donor, Janoski, perhaps Childs will come back in off the bench. They've got some 3-point shooters out there. You might see them try to run some screens to create a situation where they can get off a clean look from 3-point land.
Well, right down at the end of the last quarter, we've seen a real fine refereed game. They've been right on the play. They've called the plays they've had to. Our replay has showed that, especially the last one on Donut, pushing Grant out of the way. Grant made 1 out of 2. So it's a 3-point difference here. And like Ernie says, they may go for the deuce or they may try for the tray. But I agree with you. I really go for the deuce and then try for the inbounds pass. Score a quick basket, call a timeout.
Yeah, it's possible, but at the same time, Winslow's going to be playing some tough defense here too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to set up for 3, but time will tell here in just a second.
So Donau will inbounds. It goes in the backcourt to Demuth. He comes Patway with it now to Donau. Donau with the ball to Grant, now to Demuth. Boy, they're going to get under. They might not even get a shot off. Demuth's going to take an outside 3. Nice rebound underneath, put up by Janowski, and he puts it up again. They call a timeout with 1.6 seconds left, a 49-48 game.
They were looking for a 3-pointer all the way, but what happened was the ball went over on the left wing to Donor, and rather than have somebody try to set a screen for him, they all left, and Donor needed a screen to create space. Didn't set a screen, and therefore he couldn't get a clean look as Winslow came out with some real strong defense on the perimeter.
You know, this is the play right now with 1.6 seconds left. The ball, the person will throw the ball in. You bring everybody down and then have one guy break and just arc it and hope he can touch it to stop the clock. You don't need the basket just to touch it.
Yeah, and the inbounds player also, the man inbounding the ball, has the option to run the entire baseline. He's not stationary in that position because the timeout came after a basket, so there's a little flexibility there. And as you say, you need to throw the ball down the court. So even if it's intercepted, Erskine would have to come up with a circus shot here with just 1.6 seconds left to win the game.
So that's what I think they're going to do, but we shall see the real deal here. 1.6 seconds, 49-48, and a real fine basketball game. And Michael Grant is taken over with ice in his veins. Booten's going to move. Now he gets through Grant, and he's being fouled. Oh, they are going to call a... I don't think that was called for, but whatever.
He's going to call it because he grabbed him with both arms. That's the logic there.
So now he's going to get 2.
And the ball. With 0.9 seconds left.
So he can put it up by 3.
Here's the replay. There's Grant with the ball, and he grabbed him with both arms, wrapped around him.
I don't think it was that intentional, but that's all right. This is a tough, would you want that job?
No, absolutely not.
Foul shot is up and good. So all they've got to do with 9 ticks on the clock is get the ball in.
If he'd have gone after him with just one arm and hit him hard, it wouldn't have made that call, but it was the wraparound that prompted that call.
Now Blodgett's coming in the game for Winslow. He's 6'7". This is the 2-shot foul now. Was there a technical call? Why did he get 3 shots? Why did he get 4 shots?
You got me on that. I have to wait to see where the ball was inbounded. It must have been one because...
It must have been a technical call because he made 3 out of 4.
Well, and the ball's being taken out here at half court. If it was just an intentional foul, the ball would be taken out at the spot of the foul, so there was an intentional foul, technical foul called there as well.
So So Blodgett's come in the game. He's 6'7". I can imagine they're just going to lob the ball into him with 9 ticks left on the clock. Checking in will be number 10, Andrew Siwa. This is Stu. Anyone else get in the game? Blodgett's way down the corner. So all they have to do now is get the ball in play. He's going to loop it in the middle of Blodgett. The ball is tipped away and out of bounds. In a 52-48 victory by the well-earned team. And Bonsan is still arguing with officials that they go off the floor.
For the Winslow Black Raiders, it's been a long time, 1939 to be exact. But in the tightest of games, they've emerged 52-48 over Erskine Academy, and the third meeting of the year after splitting during the regular season goes to the Black Raiders, and they are the Eastern Maine Class B champions.
In a real solid game, 14-14 at the end of one, and Winslow led by 4 at halftime, trailed by 5 at the end of 3, and win it 52-48 in a real fine basketball game played by both sides.
Yeah, tough basketball on both sides. Micah Grant down the stretch. We've got an old basketball out there on the court. I'm guessing that's from 1939 by the looks of that thing.
I know.
Rewarding history and now living out the present here. Champions are the Winslow Black Raiders, and now the Nets will come down.
No, you saw a real fine basketball game. I think that when the senior Michael Grant had to take over, he did. He made some real tough shots, and on the foul line, he also as well. And there he is up on the ladder. And they'll be back. They'll be down to Augusta next Saturday to play Mountain Valley.
Micah Grant, 13 points in the fourth quarter, 26 for the game. 26 of 52 for the Winslow Black Raiders, exactly 50% as he stepped up in a major way for the new Eastern Maine Class B champions.
Well, usually Winslow is known for their football teams and baseball teams, not as much basketball. They've had some good seasons, but way back when Bill Mansfield was coaching back in the 30s, they were running it.
Yeah,
they were just, no one could beat them. They were so good.
Matter of fact, that's who coached those 5 state championship teams, and the gymnasium in Winslow is Mansfield Gymnasium. Winslow in the winter, more recently been known as quite the hockey school, actually. A lot of championships in Class B, but the basketball team making a claim to regional superiority on this Saturday afternoon.
Andy Pratt. Deidre Farrington. Kim White. And Micah Bloom. The players for the Eagles, sophomores, number 14, Clint Peterson. Number 15, Daryl Haskell. Number 22, Mark Fleming. And number 23, Josh Jones. The juniors for Erskine Academy are number 10, Brandon Dow. Number 11, Steve Childs. Number 33, Kevin Haskell.